Hello folks, iPhones used to flex on Androids when it came to raw power. Apple was so far ahead that they'd practically roast Samsung at their keynotes, bragging that even last year's iPhones were still lapping the latest Android flagships.
It's still the fastest chip in a smartphone. The fastest chip ever.
Fastest CPU in any smartphone. It's the fastest GPU in any smartphone.
Fast forward a few years, and while Samsung and Android made some solid gains, Apple still kept a pretty comfy lead. Then came the Galaxy S25 Ultra with the Snapdragon 8 Elite, and suddenly, plot twist. This combo didn't just catch up, it pulled ahead, but sure, that's in benchmarks. What about real-life performance? Is the S25 Ultra actually faster than the iPhone 16 Pro Max? Spoiler alert, yes. In fact, it's a very clear yes. In Phone Buff's speed test, the one with robots, so you know it's serious, the S25 Ultra stomped all over the iPhone 16 Pro Max, setting a record as the fastest phone ever. It blew through automated tasks, beating the iPhone by 15 seconds, which for a phone test might as well be a decade, and even against the OnePlus 13, which also rocks the Snapdragon 8 Elite, the S25 Ultra was faster. Why? Because Samsung's got a custom version of that chip. Bottom line, Samsung pulled off the impossible and beat Apple at their own game. Sure, speed isn't everything, but if you care about sheer power, the S25 Ultra is flexing harder this year. Now let's talk durability. Samsung swapped out the S25 Ultra's frame for Grade 5 titanium. They also introduced Gorilla Glass Armor 2 on both the front and back. Corning claims it can survive drops from 2.2 meters, and PBKR reviews confirmed that by dropping it on concrete repeatedly. The result, the S25 Ultra took those hits like a champ, barely a scratch. Last year's S24 Ultra cracked on the first drop, so it's safe to say Samsung hit the upgrade button here. But here's the kicker: tougher glass tends to scratch easier. And guess what? That's exactly what happened. Jerry Rig Everything scratch test showed the S25 Ultra's display scratching at level 6, with deeper grooves at level 7. Meanwhile, the S24 Ultra didn't start scratching until level 7, with deeper grooves at level 8. So yeah, a little more scratch prone, but not terrible. I've personally rocked the S24 Ultra for a year, and the display is still scratch-free. Check out my 1-year review on this phone, by the way. The link is in the description. Will the S25 Ultra hold up just as well? Time will tell. Now for the real curveball, Samsung ditched Bluetooth in the S25 Ultra's S Pen. No Bluetooth means no battery, so naturally the phone shouldn't have a charging coil for the pen. Right? Wrong. Zach from Jerry Rig Everything discovered that the coil is still there, charging thus an S Pen with no battery. Samsung, what's going on here? At what point did you decide that it would be a good idea to get rid of the battery, that it was no longer practical to remove the charging coils? Well, I can't believe that they forgot about it. My guess is that they decided to remove the Bluetooth functions at the last moment when the production of smartphones and S Pen was in full swing and removing the coils was no longer profitable. It happens. But these are just guesses. Write your wild theories in the comments, it will be interesting to read. Anyway guys, I will keep you updated. Thanks for watching, see you in the next one.